Hello there, my beautiful sewing friends. My name is Alice Murray, and this is my channel, Murrmade Designs, where every single day we talk about garment sewing. And this week we have been having a lot of fun. We have been doing 6 men's shirt refashions, and this is day 6. This is the 6th one. And it's been so much fun. I hope you've caught them all. It really has been fun. Let me show you this one and then we'll talk about it. It is a cute little blouse. Do you call it a blouse or a top with a peblum on it? I just love this rich blue color, and really the way I do my men's shirt refashions is I put the shirt on and then I look in the mirror and I am just kind of inspired into how I want to change it. And I put this one on, and it was the color that I really loved about this one. It is a cotton, and it's not quite as thin as some of the dress shirts. The cotton is very thin. So anyways, I looked in the mirror and I thought, yes, I want to make a top that has some contrasting collar and cuffs. And so what I did is I had this white. It's actually a knit, kind of, it's not a lace, but, you know, it's kind of sheer with these flowers on it. And so what I did is I put it over top of the collar and sewed down the edge, flipped it inside out, and then just kind of pulled it over the collar and sewed it down on the inside and the outside. And for the sleeves, what I did is this is actually the part of the sleeve that has the sleeve placket in it, and I cut it off, opened it up because it's pleated, opened it up and ironed it and tried to give it a little bit of a curve, and then same thing, laid the material like on both sides of it, sewed it together where at the edge, flipped it inside out and pulled it over it, and then sewed it on. I also cut the sleeves off of this, and because I needed the shoulders to be about this much narrower, and I couldn't figure out how I could do that with the sleeves that went with them on. So I cut the sleeves off and made them thinner, and yeah, then cut the placket off and made this cuff on it, and then reattached the sleeves. And that sounds easy, but it isn't entirely easy, because you cut off the sleeves, you make them narrower, then I took in the sides, tried to kind of line up the amount of space I needed for the armhole and the sleeve, and tried to make, you know, the sleeve curve correct. And it actually took me 3 tries to get it right. I made the sleeve armholes too small, and then I had to take some out, and then I made them too big, and I had to sew them back up some, but eventually I got those sleeves in and the armholes the right size, and that worked. And then after I'd taken it in, I put some bust darts in. I didn't put darts in the back because it has the pleat at the bottom of the yoke, and you're just kind of fighting against it. So I didn't put darts in the back. I think I would prefer to make a peblum top out of ones that did not have a pleat in the back, but that's not what I had. So I cut the top off even with my waist. Or so I thought. I'm very conservative, it turns out, and had to take 2 runs at that also. That I cut it off and it was still way below my waist, so I had to cut it off again. And then the first bit that I cut off that had the factory hem on it, I put a couple of pleats in the front, a couple pleats in the back, and sewed it back on to make the peblum. So I kind of love this. I think it's kind of cute. I really love the contrast of the white and this rich royal blue. So I hope that these 6 shirt remakes, refashions this week, have inspired you to try, given you some ideas of some things that you can try. Something I have forgotten to mention, in the description box of each of the 6 shirts, I list out step by step what I did. So even if I forget to tell you, I've listed it out step by step, so you can use that as a guide when you're doing your own version. And I just have to tell you, it's harder than it looks, and mostly you have to try it on, take it off, try it on, take it off, try it on, take it off many times to get the final version the way that you want it. In fact, this I think I would have liked the waist up just a titch more, but yeah, it's all right. And in my grateful thread today, what I wanted to talk about is this little tool. It is a skewer, a shish kebab skewer. And you may say, what kind of tool is that? Well, I use this pretty much daily when I'm sewing. I use it to turn corners on things like this. I use it to help feed into the sewing machine so I don't get my finger in there. So yes, it's just a kitchen shish kebab stick, and it's very handy in my sewing room. I use it a lot, and you might like using something like this as well. So I hope you have enjoyed as much as I have the 6 men's shirt refashions, and I hope that you are sewing, because sewing is so much fun.